Americans across the country have taken to the streets peacefully to protest.
The murder of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and many others.
Americans have expressed their desires for change very clearly.
This was an awakening in America that this injustice must stop.
It has come to the point where it is a world cry for change.
I held a hearing where George Floyd's brother testified. I still hear their testimony. I still hear their pain.
Unarmed Black Americans are twice as likely to be shot by police officers than whites.
There's no room for racial bias when it comes down to police protection.
We listened to the plea, the hurt, the burden of those protesters, and we responded.
The George Floyd Justice in Policing Act is legislation that creates a paradigm shift.
We passed that act in the wake of what the world saw as being problems with our law enforcement, and we set out to do some things we thought will allow us to correct those problems.
This is a bill for mothers who are raising children, who have to explain what is happening in their community. I have a 12-year-old son who is asking questions that I never imagined I'd have to answer.
I now have a 1-year-old granddaughter. She does not know about mass incarceration. She has not seen the videos of Black men being murdered by those that are supposed to protect the law. But I do hope, and why this bill is so important, that she learns about incidents like the murder of George Floyd or Eric Gardner, but in the same way that my daughters learn about those colored and white signs, that there are things in our nation's past. This bill puts things in our nation's past.
This bill passed the House with bipartisan support, and Senate co-sponsors are ready to vote.
It is the right legislation for the right time.
We think it's important for us to do something and do it quickly.
We need for Mitch McConnell to step up.
Bring this legislation to the floor for a vote in the Senate.
There is no excuse for Mitch McConnell to continue to stand in the way. And so we are demanding action.
We are calling on the Senate to take it up without delay.
It's time for Mitch McConnell, frankly, to do his job.